Hey everybody, how's it going? A new season, the new championship season, season 4, is upon us now with the new update of Real Racing 3, version 12.6, I believe. Anyway, round 1, the very first new event, is gonna be Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro Limited Series. So limited series, 15 tiers. So that's 45 races that you have to win to complete the event and win the prizes. So, of course, for the rewards, you get to win the car itself, which is worth some 825 gold if you're to purchase it separately. Plus the victory points, which with the 5,250 victory points, you're guaranteed some gold at least. Plus the 65 gold that you get from the event itself and 200,000 racing dollars. That's all fine and dandy, of course, in order to... Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the round the hub victory point bonus. So we definitely do get another 25 and we get up to like 5,200, right? So that's, in terms of gold rewards, that's really the only one that we get for the time being. But of course, there are 8 time trial events. So with each one paying out 1,000 victory points each. So if we add another 8,000 to the number here, we get up to like 13,000, which is just a tiny bit shy of the next gold tier, the 60 gold rewards. So you will have to at least partially complete another one of the events featured in the current round. And they've changed this round hub in this new season with flashback events. By that I mean, if you have completed it, you don't get to rerun. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. It's a thing. I am hoping that since there are some victory points associated with these, that if you, I mean, on their release notes, they do say there's an alternative rewards, but obviously, if you cannot participate in the event, you cannot win any rewards at all, because there's some 3,250 victory points that you can win from each of these 2 flashback events that I am essentially locked out. Either locked out, or maybe they should just pay me automatically since I've completed it in the past. I don't know. Anyway, so that's something new that I've noticed. So if this is by error, I hope they rectify the situation sooner versus later. But we do have some time since it's not the first event. Hawaii Royale is supposed to unlock on the 20th of August, so you know that's coming up. But anyway, we're not here to talk about those events. We're here to talk about the new event featuring a new car, Vulcan AMR Pro. All right, the original Vulcan was a pretty cool car. I want to say it was in the old gauntlet format, if anybody has been playing this game long enough to remember those. Yes, good old days. I think Vulcan was the very first event, if my memory serves me right, but I might be wrong. But anywho, the usual 7-day special event or limited time series. So you have to complete the event to win the car. That's the original Vulcan that just passed by in the splash screen there. So Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro Limited Series earned the car by 100% completing this special limited series. A symphony of speed and precision. All right. So, all right. So, in terms of rewards, let's talk about numbers now. So, total rewards, uh, 65 gold. That's broken up into 5 gold for the first 25% completion, which, by the way, you can reach without spending any gold on upgrades because there are 8 racing dollar upgrades available on this card before you have to spend any gold. So there are first 2 tiers of exhaust upgrades are racing dollars. So even if you cannot afford the full gold upgrade, it's gonna cost you some 431 gold to meet the PR requirement. But if you cannot afford that, you can still pick up 5 gold, 20,000 racing dollars, and 750 victory points. You know, that might be come in handy for some of you guys. Yeah, for 703,900 racing dollars, if you spend that, you can reach PR 79.9, which is higher than what's necessary to claim the first 25% rewards. So something to keep in mind. And then, but anything past that, you're gonna have to spend gold up on upgrades, which means if you're going further, may as well fully get the PR up to the 100% completion of this limited series. So for 50% completion, you get to win 1,000 extra victory points, 10 gold, 40,000 racing dollars. And that you will need PR 81.7. And then 75% completion pays out another 1,500 victory points, 20 gold, and 60,000 racing dollars. And the required PR will be 84.4. And of course, the 100% completion PR requirement is 87.3. And of course, you get the grand prize, which is worth 825 gold, as I said earlier. The car itself, 2,000 victory points, 30 gold, and 80,000 racing dollars. And as I said, there's going to be additional 25 extra gold that you'll be able to pick up with just from the victory points. So technically, the total rewards is more like 90 gold in that sense, because I mean, you know, that's minimum guaranteed. It only goes up from there, you know what I mean? So, all right. So, and upon starting the event, you do get 3 hours of instant service and instant upgrade offer on racing dollar upgrades. So here, let's unlock the series so we can confirm all the numbers. All right. Victory points. And it does unlock a new bonus series featured in still season 3 because there's only one new bonus series, I think. So they just, instead of starting a whole new season 4 category, I'm sure this will eventually migrate over to the season 4 subsection of the road collection. But for now, you'll find it in season 3. The AMR Pro experience. It's a single car bonus series, another one, which is unfortunate. And this car also has a exclusive series as well. So 2 series featuring actually 3 series, right? Including the limited time or limited series, all featuring just one car, which is, I feel like, kind of a wasted opportunity, perhaps. Anyway, let's check out the numbers in terms of upgrade cost. So here we go. So tier 15, final tier, PR requirement is 87.3. As I said, here we'll do the racing dollar upgrades first, which, as you can see, the stage 1 across the board, except for the exhaust, which you will notice you got 2 stages of upgrades before you have to break the gold bank. So that brings our PR up to 79.9, as you can see. And tier 4, of course, is where you have to get past. The PR requirement there is 79.4, so obviously we're good. But that's about as far as you're going to be able to go. Anyway, so let's see. Basically 3 upgrades across the board to meet the PR requirement here. 87.3. It's going to cost you 431 gold and about 1.8 million racing dollars. I have all the numbers. Number calculation in the description box below. So if you guys are, if you guys want to just look at the numbers, feel free to just check that out. But for now, let's get those upgrades on board. Max out exhaust, brakes up to 3rd stage, and finally tires and wheels up to 3rd stage, right on the money, 87.3. All right, so there you go, 3 upgrades across the board for the cost of some 431 gold. And if you want to go ahead and, that should be enough to get some 75% completion complete on the bonus series, the cars featured in, which means you will earn probably another like 40 some gold. So cost of ownership, right, from 431, what did I say? You get 90 essentially get back from the rewards on their own. So that brings the cost of ownership down to what? 341. And then there's another 40 some gold that you can win from the bonus series that is featured on, because obviously you already purchased the upgrade. So PR is higher, which allows you to go deeper into in the bonus series. So yeah, that is under 300 gold for the cost of ownership of this car, which I would say is reasonable for something that costs 825 gold, right? So yeah, that's all right. That's not too bad. All right, so now let's and of course, if you want to complete the bonus series all the way, you're gonna have to shell out additional like 370 gold, which at point your rate of return decreases quite significantly. And if you want to upgrade fully to participate in the exclusive series, then you'll have to spend additional, like after you complete the limited series, you'll have to spend 770 additional gold. So now at that point, you're definitely spending a lot of gold. Hopefully you like the car and the races the exclusive series is gonna feature. So that's all I'm gonna say, because rate of return is gonna be pretty dismal. Anyway, let's look at the series itself and just see what we have coming up in this series. All right, so tier 1, we got autocross at Silverstone Grand Prix, speed record at Monza Junior Course, and a cup at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix circuit, single lap to start off the series. And tier 2, we got head-to-head at Mount Panorama. Should be a single lapper. Yep. And speed snap at Laguna Seca. And the cup at Lime Rock Park South Circuit. So that's 2 laps. That's the one with a sharp chicane, in case you want to know. And Tier 3, we got speed record at Silverstone Grand Prix. So that's a single lap. Elimination at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix. Timed event. And the Cup at Spa. 2 laps PR 78.5 required. All right, moving on to Tier 4, your 25% completion tier, which, as I said earlier, is doable without any gold upgrades. That's a nice break, right? For somebody who's fairly new to the game. Anyway, we got autocross at Dubai International, speed snap as Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, and Cup and Nürburgring Grand Prix. 2 laps PR 79.4 required. And yeah, in terms of spec of the car, 1.75G, I say it's gonna feel pretty grippy. You know, for the top speed of 379 kph, 2.42 seconds for acceleration, 0 to 60 or 0 to 100. I guess since we're in metric here, 25.3 meters for braking distance. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the sound because the original Vulcan in the game purred beautifully. It's a beautiful sounding car. So hopefully the AMR Pro version is just as good. Anyway, moving on Tier 5, we got head-to-head at Lime Rock Park South Circuit again. Quick single lapper, followed by elimination. Hockenheim Grand Prix. It's a night race, as we often get it at Hockenheim for some reason. And Cup for Tier 5 at Red Bull Ring, the National Circuit. 5 laps, PR 80.2 required. All right, a little bit higher lap count, but of course, shorter circuit, right? On to Tier 6 we go. We got autocross at Spa, speed snap at Dubai Grand Prix, and Cup at Porsche Test Track Dynamic Circuit. Once again, pretty short circuit. 4 laps, PR 80.9 required. Moving on to Tier 7, Hunter at Laguna Seca, speed record at Catalunya Club Circuit, and Cup at Melbourne. 7 laps, PR 81.7. I know, Melbourne, not terribly long, but that's a lot of laps. 7 laps for Tier 7. So anyway, that's of course what you have to get past in order to claim your 50% completion reward. So that requirement is 81.7. So Tier 8, your 50% completion tier. We got endurance at Leipzig's Porsche Test Track Dynamic Circuit, followed by Speed Snap at Nürburgring Grand Prix. And the Cup to wrap up Tier 8 is going to take place at the Brickyard Road Course. 4 laps, PR 82.3. So that is going to be a decent length, I think, because that's not a Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not a short circuit. I mean, it's not the longest, but yeah, more like medium size, let's say. All right, moving on. Tier 9, we got Hunter at Spa, so that's a full lap. Autocross at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit, followed by Cup at Daytona Motorcycle Course. Always rolling start, right? We have 4 laps, PR 83 required. All right. And on to Tier 10, we got Endurance at Red Bull Ring National Circuit. Head-to-head at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix Circuit. And the Cup at Monza Junior Course. And we got 8 laps to complete. PR 83.7 is required. And on to Tier 11, we got elimination at Nürburgring Grand Prix. A drag race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's the first one. All right, hopefully it's just the only one. And followed by the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix. 4 laps, PR 84.4 required. Okay, so that's what you need for 75% completion reward. Yeah, Suzuka Grand Prix. I think it's one of the longest Grand Prix circuits in the game. So there you have it. 4 laps. It's gonna be good. On to tier 12, your 75% completion tier. We got speed record at Bugatti Circuit, autocross at Catalunya Grand Prix Circuit, and cup at Hockenheim National. And it's not a night race. Just 6 laps, so that's not as long as the Suzuka one, I don't think. PR 85 required. On to tier 13, we got head-to-head at Monza Junior course. We get a lot of Monza Junior course here. I don't think we've had a Monza road course race here yet, have we? Anyway, we got Hunter at Melbourne, and Cup is going to be at Laguna Seca. 7 laps, PR 85.8 required. Still, I think that's gonna still be shorter than the 4 laps at Suzuka Grand Prix, but or maybe that's comparable. We'll find out. Anyway, Pan Ultimate tier 14. We got Speed Snap at Daytona Road Course, Elimination at Mount Panorama, followed by Cup at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix. 5 laps, PR 86.5 required. That's definitely gonna be the longest race so far. Of course, we have the 6-lapper, right, in the final tier here, Catalunya Grand Prix. So that Catalunya is not that long, but having a full extra lap, I think is going to be the longest one, appropriately reserved for the final tier. Makes sense, right? Anyway, we got speed record at the Brickyard Road Course, followed by Hunter at Suzuka West, and the final Cup Catalunya Grand Prix, 6 laps, PR 87.3 required, which, just to recap, you need 3 upgrades across the board for the cost of some 431 gold and about 1.8 million racing dollars and change. All right, so that will do it for this series overview video, and I'll probably make my way through this series in the upcoming days, so stay tuned and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.